Okay,
I think
Nilvarius
he
rolled
has
me
a. I think he
4010.
has a.
There's a single nat 1 in the entire trip.
Well, you can always spend some inspirations to change our encounter.
Okay. So, you see Elgara off in the distance.
Is there still a laser beam pointing at it?
You see the beam first. It's a pillar of light as high as the sky goes.
Oh, it looks like Elgara has a nice big arrow pointing into it now. Say sarcastically.
Mia pauses,
I'm-
considering that, and then she goes, "Okay, yeah, that's pretty funny."
I'm assuming it's this. It's obviously it's descent. It's further down than it was when I left.
It's made contact with the land, but it has only
Oh, okay.
encapsulated a small area of the land at this point.
Okay. I'm assuming is like their barrier just is actually down now.
No, the temporal. So the beam itself is frozen up to a certain point, and as you get closer, you can see that beyond that point, there's like a backlog of energy. Below that point, though, the beam goes straight down and basically touches down in a street and has slowly been expanding outwards. It's now probably 5 or 6 feet further away. Actually, what would that be? 12. About 12 feet further in diameter than it was when you were last there. It's going to be touching the building within a couple weeks now. The building right next
Okay.
to where the beam was.
I'm assuming they've evacuated an area. Rather straight line, since they're going to be moving the city.
So I'm assuming we arrived. Do we have does anybody come greet us?
Yep, when you stop after a little bit, a Elgarian guard makes their way to you.
Different person or Eldar Hagri?
I'm sure they have more than 2 guards.
They would have sent
Well,
Indra
if
Quex since
if
they
it's
were the last one that you interacted with.
okay.
She arrives on the ship and greets you all. Sabo, just in case you don't remember, this is the one that tried to assassinate you.
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again.
Welcome back to Elgara.
We made it here as
I'd
quickly
like
as
to
we
move.
could.
I'd like to move towards her.
Alright, you move towards her.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I'll offer to shake her hand, as in extend the hand to shake her hand.
She takes your hand. She's not sure
I
what to
shake
do
her
with
hand and
it.
smile at her. What's your name?
Indra Quex.
Can you say it again for me in meta?
Indra Quex?
Nice to meet you, Indra. Are you Novar's friend?
We are acquaintances.
Nods. Having successfully de-escalated the situation before it could become a problem, she continues on her way. This was fully an intervention so that this wouldn't become an issue.
Everyone willing to travel with us, please come and take my hand. She holds out a hand, and you see a white-green spell levitating in her palm.
Take her hand.
Yeah,
Uh,
take your hand. Assume we can leave the ship with Leuven.
you're that Do you want to get started on the ship stuff? Do you want me to move the ship somewhere? Do you want me to? Do you want to?
Probably best to leave the ship here for the moment. We'll be returning to it after negotiations are complete.
All right. Is there a place to park?
The nearest lake is quite the distance away.
That's fine. It can hover on its own.
Alright. Do you take her hand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you're all taken inside of a palace. Novarius, this palace is... Before there was maybe an inch worth of paperwork all over the place. Now there's about 9 inches of paperwork all over the place. There's a very narrow path where you can walk about. And it seems well walked.
Nine inches of paperwork. Can I, while we're walking, glance at it and just, judge what's up with that? Is it backlog?
No, this appears to be ideas and pictures for how they can fix things. There is a idea pinned to a wall with a big red X through it that is enchanting a bucket with energy siphon and then using the bucket to siphon away the energy bit by bit.
And why does it have a red X?
If you go through and
Yes,
read
that was the previous plan.
If you go through and read the note, it says the magic would overcharge the bucket, causing the magic item to actually deconstruct. Basically, too much energy, not enough bucket.
I'm going to be going to go. Did you try using a bigger bucket?
You see...
No, but I'm going to be silently impressed that the elves managed to come up with this many ideas in less than 1 year. Their rate should be 1 idea per 100 years.
Mhm. You see Ace moving throughout the place. He notices you and immediately approaches.
Isilgar?
Greetings. Yes.
Hello.
Welcome back. You are here faster than we expected you.
Varys.
Thank you for making
Got
such
here as quick
haste.
as we could.
Yes, I'll state how much bulk of gold we burned to get here as fast as possible.
Alright.
Nia raised her hand. Question, who sent that?
It came from one of the moons.
Pauses. Looks up at the sky, now imagining if the fucking moon is a fucking Death Star all along. The moon can do that?
You see him cast Ascending. The currency to repay you will be on its way shortly.
It's not we can deal with all of that after it's all done. I'm just I was not alluding to that. I was simply
No, I understand. Also, to elaborate further on the repayment for all that you have offered us, We would like to offer you Aeon Stones of Slivered Time. Sorry, Aeon Stones of Slivered Time.
Ooh, Aeon Stone.
There would be one for each of you provided.
Nia's gonna reveal her Aeon Stone. She's pretty excited about this now.
You have an Aeon Stone? What's an Aeon Stone? Have you shown Sabo the Aeon Stone?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
we
remember.
took two from the crown. One of them was useless to her, which she used on the
What
staff,
crown?
and the other one she embedded in her skin.
What crown?
Remember when when we got the king's crown in Castle Greystone, and she took both of the Aeon Stones out of it and then gave it back?
No.
Yeah, that's
I guess
something she
that's the
did.
session that I missed.
Yeah, that was the looting everything session. Where I spent
Still,
the
I
entire
didn't get-
session getting everyone the list of loot, only for them to agree to let Connor keep it.
I didn't get anything from there still. But then the loot wasn't that good.
I thought you took the essence stones as one of the.
Oh yes, I took the
yeah.
essence stones, but they were
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you're only
8
one
essence.
XP each. They're only like one
Yeah.
XP each, but you also could make 2 other picks out of the.
Yeah,
of
I know.
the
I know. It's just
treasury.
that the treasury was kind of shit. But I'll take another look at it.
The Aeon Stone I have, by the way, is pretty bad. It's the Stone of Gentle Landing. It's feather falling.
Yes, yes.
I have that concept. It's pretty bad, but it's fine.
I'll say okay. Thank you. I trust that you know what they're worth and don't want to spend time figuring that out now.
Very well.
So, how do you want to do this? I get the updated document. I made some extra notes on well, together with Nalvaris, we made some extra notes on
May I see those?
what we
Is-
think could work.
Is it still the plan? Is it still the best plan that we have? Is moving the entire city?
It is
Well, it
one of the
seems
plans
like
that we
if
have
we
to
do-
work with.
If we don't move the city, it's going to become a donut, and then it's going to become just the hole.
He holds out his hands for the plans.
Yeah.
Once he gets
have them,
them,
I'll-
he vanishes for a few minutes. When he returns with a stack about 4 times the size in terms of paperwork, and he hands it to you. I do need to confirm before that. Do the plans contain the instructions on how it works? Sorry, of exactly how the ship works? And how it's reliant on the computer?
I guess they the part for calculations references delegate to the computer.
Okay. When he returns, he hands you the paperwork. Now, I'm going to require any instructions or materials you have on how to construct the computer device.
You'll have to borrow the one we have. It's something that we found, and that's the one thing that I have not been able to replicate.
I see.
Which is why I usually have to tell everyone that the ship is one of a kind, and you're the first ones who actually knows why. My calculations.
I'm sure you can
or the-
understand why why that exactly would make the ship a target.
Yes.
My calculations for the power output and the costs required to build the circuitry, I can share them with you, but they basically required hundreds more of times the materials, and were an order of magnitude less efficient.
Even we would struggle to secure that amount of assets. Alright. In that case...
Dock the ship somewhere, then we can
Yes.
lend you the item, and I suppose if the current core and engines are of any use to you, you could order them too.
Well,
And,
this complicates
if,
things mildly. It means we'd have to somehow find a way to land the city somewhere else, without the entire city crumpling under the mass of itself on contact. I know exactly how to fix that. Alright. If you start looking over the paperwork that he handed you, he's estimated that's going to take... What is that in years?
Cut out.
Sorry.
You're popping in and out, James. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not.
6,249 days. 16.66 years.
And are you sure you have this kind of time?
Yes, we are working on several plans simultaneously. Two are to relieve some of the energy, to decrease the rate at which it's growing.
Are you actually collecting this energy by some means?
The energy is too infused. If it was a purity of any kind, then it would be easy enough to work with, but as it's infused with ratios of primal, occult, and divine energy, it is difficult to actually make much of.
Can I make it like a prism?
They look at you, waiting for you to elaborate.
Well, okay, so they looked on Alvarius, and is Leuven here?
Leuven stopping the ship from crashing.
So,
device that
Alvarius, did
would
I ever explain to
split-
you what a prism is? I think Taba should know.
Split the energy into its components first.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
prism
that
could
was
do that, right?
use some kind of lens to actually draw out the individual energies. Yeah, is that feasible?
You would need a lens perfectly attuned to each energy all at once in order to do that.
Is that impossible?
It's not impossible, it is just centuries of work.
What about the log running research I have on the power module that did indeed require mixing energies? Can I deduct anything from there?
The one on letting the ship run off of any magic?
Well, mostly on fusion. But for fusion, you did say that it needs to account for every type of energy.
Fusion. Let me take a look at how far you got in that. Matter transformation fusion Sabo. There it is. So you go as far as seeing that, depending on the actual core original substance, and the material that you turned it into, depended on what ratios of different magics it took to actually transform it.
And this mix, is it stable or unstable?
It's relatively stable.
What if we were to find a transformation that makes use of exactly this energy?
You'd need approximately this amount of energy to actually initiate the transfiguration process, in addition to the energy that you're actually channeling for it, but yes, you could do that.
I will grab a
The question would just be,
piece of
where would you
paper.
get this amount of magic from to actually initiate the process?
Well, the beam itself.
No, so the beam is the magic that you're transfiguring. You need the
Right.
magic in someone to actually initiate the spell itself.
Why do we need that much magic to initiate the spell? I want to
Because
use the magic
you've
of the
basically
beam.
got to have your magic count to act as the walls and the focusing for the actual stopping the thing from just stopping the energy from dissipating into the area.
Right, but the energy of the beam is already somewhat contained by the time spell, so the flow of it, there's a lot of it, right? That's
You
why it didn't
basically have to
fit in
stop it from penetrating through the ground and actually investing into the substance, because at the moment it's just going to keep going down and expanding out. You've got to stop it
Yes.
from expanding out and going down. You've got to keep it
Yes.
in contact and being infused into the material.
Okay, but that's yes. But what I'm saying is the like, for example, the problem with the bucket siphon, yeah, was that the total amount of energy is just too much. But that's because there is a fuckload of energy upstairs that's currently being slowed down by the temporal dome. So the flow of energy is not that high.
Even if that was the case, can't you siphon off just a small amount of it? And once you can actually use that to, how did Nia put it? To kickstart the reaction, you can use you siphon off a small amount, you transform it, and use the transform energy to reinforce the spell itself, having
Yes.
it constant and continuous. Over time, as it builds up more, the containment also increases as it actually.
It would have to go
transfigures
through
it.
someone as the focal point for the actual redirecting of it, though.
I'm sure
And
there's someone in
after
Ulgara
there's a
who's
certain amount
capable
of
of it.
magic, it would just burn them out. We're talking millions of first level spell slots worth of magic.
Okay. But why does it have to necessarily go through someone? So
There's no device or machine capable of acting as the magical circuit for this. Or even your ship's magical circuitry would burn out.
yes. Okay. Because there is too fast, or because there's just too much?
Because there is too much and it's too fast even with the slowed time.
Okay, can we build something that will take just a portion of it?
Yes. That's what they're trying to do to actually slow down the process.
Okay. How many can we do? But we can do that several times over.
Yes. At the moment, they've
A weird
dedicated the
question.
resources for, I believe, 14. Where was that?
Okay. And
I've got a weird
14.
question. Hey James,
Yes?
Conjuration can teleport, right?
Yep.
Can it open portals within a short distance?
Yes.
Okay. Is Nilvaris strong enough to do something?
I don't think it's practical. I think your idea that you're latching onto is actually creating a portal to send the energy through it and to another side. I think that the ambient energy from the beam would probably disrupt said portal.
Yeah, it would
Would it?
basically
If it
take the rift
if it
and
if it
tear
de-
it open, splintering space.
Convenient.
if it can deconstruct any pretty much most magic items that is actually put in the way of it, it would easily deconstruct a portal of some kind.
Yeah, but I thought maybe folding space in some way might redirect it in a special way.
He hands you the research paper that they did on that. It was one of the first ideas they came up with.
Interesting. I'll read it over. It might have something connected to that.
anyway, James, can I go back to like basically what Nalvarez said? Make use this to start a reaction and feed itself into it to do the transformation. And can I actually get that transformation to do something useful rather than just siphoning the energy?
You could turn it into a material of some kind if you knew what sort of material. Like, you could either directly transfer it into a material, or you could iterate through different materials.
You know what? Remember the ritual, Orin's ritual that we siphoned off?
That's what
Can't we,
I'm.
couldn't we
That's
apply that
exactly what I'm
on a
trying to
grander
do.
scale? Wait, we've already worked on that. Me and Lubin already worked on that. Why couldn't we apply that to a grander scale?
Yeah, the only you could do that to part of it, like part of the energy. That is very
Too
easy
much.
for you guys to do. But the entire thing, it would burn each of you out individually, just in terms of the magical circuits and how many you would burn through for it. Like,
Well,
this is a trillion times. Actually, it's not even a trillion. It's like 4 million times the magic of the ritual that you did before.
essentially, what we're saying is, we need to, since it's going to take 16 years to build this, we need to spend the 16 years collecting lead, bringing it back here, and turning it into useful materials. Everyone falls silent,
It's
contemplating.
reading.
All right. 16.6 years. You think that that's fine? That is fine.
Keep in mind you won't be able to use the ship during that time, though.
Do they need the tablet to
Yeah,
doing this for
it's
16?
the
Why?
entire ship has to be designed around the tablet. Like, you had to design the ship that you made around the tablet itself. It's the same process for this.
Yeah, but they can start on it. They don't have to keep it for 16.6 years.
Any of the engines that they test at any stage throughout this, any of the actual magical relays that they test throughout this, any of the cabling that they test throughout this will require the tablet. If they try to test the components without it, it will just burn them out because there's nothing to actually manage the throughput.
Right. Okay. They want to borrow it for 16.6 years, and we're not allowed to take it out periodically.
Like that, I think we can probably manage 16 years, right? I mean, it's annoying. It's annoying. Sure.
Okay, I want to. So first of all, we did promise to be back to that place in a year.
Yes.
That is annoying.
Second of all, if we're gonna spend 16.6 years here, while it's not useless, I would like to get some insane amount of lead and transmute it with the ritual. I mean, I suppose we do
you'd need to unwind the energy in it, but yeah.
I would assume we do have a hull full of some crap because
Stone.
Tyrion likes.
Sorry, not stone, steel.
Yeah, that'll do.
Alright.
But only one load.
Still, though, that's like 280 bulk worth of steel.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Yep.
First time we came here, we did fly.
Yep. It was your first trip with the ship.
And is it saleable to here?
No. Well, it is sailable beyond about 3 weeks. So there's 3 weeks of land that you've got to travel over, and then you could sail in a ship.
So if we can get lead delivered to that point, we should be able to pick it up without too much disruption.
Yes.
How does Ace feel about that?
He doesn't necessarily see anything wrong with the idea. He's just cautious about transfiguring materials without knowing the exact ratio of the energy.
Well, I suppose I can. While we get the lead delivered, Virus can spend time figuring that bit out. And last time we did it, we had no idea what the energy was at all. Got some weird ass materials out of it.
Oh no, last time you guys knew that it was pure divinity. Well, pure divine energy, I should say.
Okay.
It was only the little bit of taint that you guys had to worry about that caused the other materials.
Okay. I guess if we can figure this out, then we'll do this. But I suppose you will. Do you need any? Can I assist in any of this? Do we want?
Yes, he would love for you to help.
Okay. I will do that. Kevin here.
I can also help as well, but if to that also end, Sabo, I can take T-Rain back with me. We can bring some bags of holding and just stuff them full of lead. You can take him to wherever he needs to go to acquire that, and if we're going to transfigure it into other materials like we did before, we can come back with many more times in bulk, more materials that we can actually transfigure.
Okay, I mean, we have limitless energy to transfigure, so
In fact, we've
I
done something
will-
similar to this before, right?
Exactly, but the difference is this time we're working with a different energy source. So Leuven can start on examining the energy source. I can assist with the ship engine or the city engines, and Varius, you can help keep Tyrain and Kevin happy.
I'm sure T-Wayne will appreciate the influx of materials, and maybe we'll have a lot of extra materials that you can make a better version of the ship in the future.
We need some bags of holding for this.
Yeah. Any chance we can get a couple bags on loan so we can do this?
Since we're not able to use our ship. Just for
Obviously, obviously
period.
Obviously the couple of us will be teleporting back and forth to move the material, but I can provide whatever assistance I can, but I
Have you
can't provide the same
considered
kind of assistance that Sabo can.
iterating the ritual over and over and over instead of on a wide variety of materials on a single material?
We are not familiar enough with the materials that were actually made. Some of them, it's
No, this is me
unknown
suggesting
how
that.
the heck. Oh, okay.
Ace would not be suggesting anything in this regard. He thinks it's a little bit dangerous, but not dangerous enough that he can afford to irritate you all.
Like keep buffing the material that we transmute. Yeah, but to what end? We already made good material last time. I mean, I suppose if we can get enough Arcanum to build the Arcanum core for the ship, that will be great. Because that's like a times 2 increase or times 4 increase. I don't remember. I mean, no, I mean it's a good point, but the other thing is that Tyrain really wanted to do some trading,
And well, places
and
to go, but we both
yeah,
stopping a genocide is kind of important, I guess.
Alright.
I'm just gonna say, Ace, we happy to stay so that we can use the computer to build everything. We have a couple of commitments that we made to our crew. Kevin promised to be back for his apprentice's ceremony in a year, because we didn't think we'll be staying here for this long. And Tyrain, we promised Tyrain that we will get back to exploring and trading, and both of those things kind of on hold. Nelvaris can take them around. I think we just need to borrow a couple of bags of holding if we can, so that they can actually do some trading. Since usually we use our ship for that.
Alright.
Step up for a second. What did we end up settling on?
Well, Sabo has to stay, ship has to stay for them to build everything. So we get 16 years in Elgara to do Elgara things.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
And they're
Yeah,
going to be having
it's gonna be a
Leuven
bit of a
evaluate
struggle.
the energy source.
Yeah.
So is everyone happy to move a couple days ahead so that Leuven's actually had an opportunity to attempt it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna. Mia's gonna do some stuff, but I guess we can do that later then.
Get 16 years in Elgara, and nothing's a rush.
Yeah, but I mean that I have to now look into how the fuck I can maintain my spark divinity, and I guess someone here might be able to help.
Don't you have 2 followers?
I probably have more than 2, but that's
Okay.
Even still.
Leuven has absolutely no idea how we could even start on working with this energy. He barely understands not even a fourth of what this energy is actually composed of. Siphoning any of it off is likely to cause a beam of energy to fly off in that direction.
But wouldn't that hold on, a beam of energy composed of all of that fraction of the beam?
No.
Can we not
Hmm.
slowly siphon it by aiming the beams in different directions until it's like lessened?
Sure, until it captures your magical weave, in which case the beam goes straight for you, and then he gestures with a fireball. That happens.
Fair enough.
Leuven has been assisting me on the fusion research.
Yes. He's probably the second most
So
expert.
Okay. All right.
And if
maybe
this was
this
arcane
is
energy, it would be entirely doable. But it's because it's an unknown, inconsistent energy amount. Like, it's like trying to make a
So you're saying
cake,
that it
but with
changes all
cement,
the time?
stone. Well, yeah, it's not a consistent mixture. It's like
So we need a
not completely mixed cake batter. There's bits of it that are
Right.
more one type, more the other somewhere else.
And if we make any filter that is not perfect, then the other components are going to destroy it. And to make one that is perfect is not really possible, as we don't know every single component.
Yeah, if you guys had, for example, the crystal that you spoke about earlier, this would be easy. You could split it out and just use the useful parts.
What about induction? Can we get a material that is, or make a material that is attuned to a specific type of magic, and kind of, place it near
It
the
would burn
beam?
out the item.
The point for it being is that it doesn't go in the whole beam. It just something that will pull only a specific type, and then we straight after that we use it.
Can you elaborate on that process a bit more?
So what we so I'm thinking of magnetic induction. Basically, there's let's using electricity as a magic type. If there's an electric current, placing a material that is magnetic in nature next to it can cause a current within that material that
Yep.
without actually contacting electricity. So making a material of that type, placing it within the vicinity of the beam, depending on how strong we want the reaction to be, and pulling that energy from this item, which is now going to be only one type.
Okay, I've got a better idea of what you mean then. That wouldn't work innately. You could try infusing an item with some sort of magical property to make it siphon, something like that, where it tries to draw in ambient amounts, but that would create a kind of like a wire eventually, where it's directing basically a flare worth of energy all at the item, and that's just going to burn it out. It could start out with a little bit, but it would get exponentially more, and it cannot handle exponentially more.
Is it not possible to keep it at the manageable rate?
You would have to quickly move it away, but that would break off the connection entirely. Wait for the energy to reset its aura balance, and then move it back in.
So we make a redstone chamber that we can seal.
There's enough
And
energy here
open.
that it would just vaporize redstone.
Okay, but
You'd be letting in such small amounts of energy at a time that it just wouldn't be
okay.
worth it. But you could make a arcanum container using small amounts of redstone here. Interesting. But I'm not
How
sure
would
you
an
guys know
arcanum
how to
help?
make arcanum.
We still have some. Maybe.
Nia has work.
Full
Yeah,
amounts.
we do still have some. Yes.
Yeah, it's not that you guys
Yeah, we still
don't
have
have
some
some, it's that you guys don't know how to make it.
Okay. Okay, so for now we don't know what to do with it, but maybe within 16 years we'll find something out. And in any case, Tyrane's gonna trade a little bit for us with help of Nulvarius. Hopefully. I'm happy to move this along rather than
Okay, what's T-Rain trading for?
whatever he wants. I mean, if they're gonna teleport around, I guess they have to go around places that we know.
At that point, then, Train just wants to go back to... which nation would he prefer? He would start with Connors just because he knows him better than the other place, but I'm not sure he would settle there. But he would start with just wanting to go there to set up an actual capital. He has enough currency to just invest in other businesses at this point.
Okay, well, that's good because Kevin also wants to go there, and I guess Nia might want to go there since they wanted to go there.
Alright.
Wait, shit. We're still on. Hold on. Are we doing the role playing Elgara stuff, or are we just
This is
figuring out
still
what
in
the
Elgara.
out?
You guys are just figuring out
we are
what your
figuring out
long-term plans
what
are.
people are doing.
Because if
Ah,
you guys
okay,
go
so
off the
not
current
role-play
plan, that's 16 years worth of time.
I'm fine with that because avoiding a genocide.
16 years in Elgara isn't the worst place to be stuck in for 16 years, considering the things we can learn.
So annoying. I'm gonna have to look talk to Ace Elgara and whoever else and all my teachers too about the divine spark and how to maintain it. They might be able to help.
Just for your, I don't know if you heard, but Kevin, we're sending Kevin back to Connor, and Tyrane will go with him for now.
Yeah, but it took us like 3 days to decide that, right?
Yes,
So I have about 3 days to talk to people and figure that shit out.
sure.
I don't think you guys are rushing to send Kevin back. You guys still have plenty
No,
of time.
but yeah, but Kevin wanted his divine spark dealt with by staying there, so that's why I'm thinking that Kevin would just want to go and get on that.
Also, in case none of you realize, Kevin's been here for a half hour.
Oh, sorry, Kevin.
I realize. I realize. I've
Correction,
just been
You
ignoring
have
you.
said
been
hi.
here.
No, that's
Well-
fine. I just appreciate the third person talk. It's kind of funny.
Talk for yourself then. Do you want to go back to corner now?
I have no idea what's going on. Well, I'm
Okay,
just trying to
so
listen.
after the Schrodinger's Kevin, we skipped forward to the stuff we did in Greystone for a little bit because I wanted to wait for you to be back, and we went to Elgara. In Elgara, we figured out, hey, this shit's gonna take a long time, so we're probably just gonna be teleported back to Greystone if we want to, because again, that's 16 years worth of time skip with access teleport. So you know, it is what it is.
All right.
Sab
Also,
was staying in
we had
Elgara
a
to
moon where Nia had
upcraft.
+2 strength, which is really.
Hmm.
And just based on what I'm gathering of the problem, there's not a single thing Kevin can do to be helpful here, is there?
Hang on, you could walk into that beam of light.
Do it.
I did say to be helpful. I don't know if that part came through or not.
I mean, it will be quite helpful to Sabo because Sabo wants to research the beam.
Well, the river of making didn't unmake you from your divinity. Maybe you'll have the same luck with the beam.
I love that we're actually considering this now.
Same. Great.
No,
Okay.
not
I mean,
actually.
Clearly,
Not actually.
Kevin is not walking into the beam.
I mean,
no.
just to throw some more arguments onto the argument, he is coated head to toe in dark steel.
Yeah, as we figured out, the beam is enough to destroy pretty much anything, even specifically designed to withstand it.
Could you theorize how much bulk of Arcanum you would actually need in order to make your chamber?
I will.
It's not
I mean, with 16
to make
years of-
the engine. Sorry, go ahead, Sabo.
I
I
think
interrupted.
no.
I think Nilvarus is talking about capturing the energy still.
Yeah, from the siphon.
I will get back to that once they set up some of their own siphons so I can see how they work and see if that helps me make use of it.
Their siphons are actually lower quality than yours.
Are they?
Yes, they don't have Arcanum to work with.
Why don't they have arcane? Oh, they just don't have it. So they're
Correct.
using materials to build siphons, not magic.
They're using magic. If we were to talk about it in terms of tiers, Arcanum Wire would be tier 3, using redstone coated Arcanum for it.
Hmm?
In their case, though, they are using. Where is that? I believe it is. What would be the tier 1 equivalent of which is just air. Like, Arcanum. Sorry, not Arcanum, redstone. Like a redstone pipe to direct the magic through it.
Okay. But their siphons, where do they send the energy to?
At the moment, they're just planning on sending it away and outside of the city.
So once they've moved it away and outside the city, that creates an outlet of energy that is considerably less potent, right?
I wouldn't say that it's considerably less potent, just... No,
Less
actually,
flow.
I would say it's exactly... No, the flow is pretty much equal to what it is in the city.
Okay. But it's split into 14 little bits plus whatever is left.
Yes.
So there's
It's just that there's a smaller volume of it, but the flow of it is
Okay.
just as strong.
So with a smaller volume, is it more reasonable to experiment on?
It's a bit less dangerous. Like, probably 10% less dangerous? 10% less?
Only
It's
10?
really difficult to give a number here, because touching that energy will probably kill you. Touching something
Even-
that's drawing on that energy will probably kill you. So what level of safeguards can you put in place that will stop it from killing you is the question. And that's really difficult to actually give a proper answer to.
So touching it is still not a good idea.
Kevin, it would be really funny.
What's that?
So okay. Okay, I guess we ignore that energy since there seems like not much can be done about it.
Really, the more that you think about it, the more likely it is that whoever designed this designed it in a way that it could not be transferred, redirected, or manipulated before it hit its target.
So they needed to make it so that the elves couldn't easily just fuck.
Yeah, because if
Fuck
this
it
was
up.
arcane magic, it would take them 5 minutes to fix.
Right.
Whoever did this knows exactly who they are dealing with.
I mean, I'll say as much next time I see Ace.
It's pretty much the same conclusion that he had come to.
Okay, so that's okay. I don't think we're gonna make much use of it. And the ritual that we used, because the ritual we did, right? It wasn't directly in contact with the energy.
No. Well, yes, it was. But part of the ritual pulled the energy to it.
I see. So if we do the ritual, we're still pulling this energy to us, and we're still being at risk.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Let's ignore it. Unless, yeah, for now, I'm fine. Sorry. Thanks.
Okay.
Obviously, ASLGAR is using his like sanctuary that has like time moves a lot faster in there. Could he feasibly make something that accelerates time even beyond what he currently has?
No. So he can put himself out of time, but he can put himself and whatever he's carrying outside of time for a short amount of time. And even then, that is like he's already slowed time in the city as much as he can. Beyond that, though, he can put himself outside of time, but that is it. And he can't take others with him when he
Okay.
does that, and he can't put anything like this energy outside of time. Or he would have.
Question.
What I
Question:
was-
How
what I
much
was-
slower is time in the city?
It's not actually slower, it's that he's taken a property and slowed it. So in this case, he's taken magic and slowed magic. So the time it takes
Okay.
you to recharge your spells is actually 1,000 times longer in the city.
Okay, no problem. So basically, 16 years in the city is 16 years outside the city.
Yep.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Sorry, what I was getting at is he takes himself outside of time, and if it takes centuries to actually create a filter, couldn't he one of that was actually possible that he could actually take someone in there with him to take himself outside of time and actually like research and actually try and create
He
this thing.
he would need the actual resources with him in that pocket realm to actually work on it, and he would need energy to actually test it on constantly. The theory component he could work on forever, really, but the practical component, it's so difficult to actually design a device. Like, in theory, you could design a device like that. In practice, it is so difficult to actually hand carve glass into the perfect wavelength and reinforce it with just enough magic. That's the really difficult part for it. And the constant testing that you've got to do throughout the actual production of it to make sure that, hey, it's not too much arcane or too much divine. Creating something like that would be an artifact in of itself.
Which still draws back to the same issue of if you wanted to test it, you'd have to siphon off some of that magic to begin with in order to actually do testing with it.
That goes back to the fact that siphoning of magic doesn't make it any much safer anyway. Which puts us back to square one, which is why I said that, yeah, we can probably skip it for now.
Okay, Sabo. So what are you doing about the ship?
Well, we have to land it somewhere. Is the lake safe to keep it at?
The ocean.
Oh,
Oh no,
Why?
there is a lake a bit away, but yeah, you can put it there. It's not under the domain or protection of Elgar, but honestly, he's happy to send an Elgarian guard to go watch the ship.
I mean, is there like a spot in Elgara I can just land it in?
No,
Like a park?
really? Ooh,
Not that
actually,
massive.
you could sit it on the tower. One of the palace
As long as
towers
they
is
don't have-
flat at the top, and it is large enough for the ship to fit barely.
I mean, as long as there's no earthquakes, sure. But But they don't have parks.
They do, they're just not. So in the parks, they've got sacred trees, and if you were to break one of the trees with your ship,
It would be unfortunate.
or chip a sacred stone.
Okay, we don't do that. I'm
Okay.
okay with having it on the tower.
Yeah, there's no reason not to. The tower is magically reinforced, so even if there was an earthquake, it would be fine.
Perfect. Found a landing pad.
Okay. Kevin,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
Well, I think Nia and I had a plan for doing our church stuff at Flurknivore before we left, right?
Yep, I allocated 4 hours for that.
Cool.
Are we gonna do that after the session or right now?
Now,
Okay.
Fuck, okay. Yeah. So, is the bot working again?
no. What do you
Fuck.
need access to?
It's resources.
Okay, which resources?
Themes. I do have one. Okay, we're fine. I'm gonna have Connor and Kevin help me set up a speech in a public location so we can start our religious efforts via talk no jutsu. I'm gonna guidance myself.
Castle Flurknivore
I'm
doesn't
gonna-
have... Like, it's literally just a castle. There's no...
Yeah, but there's a
or-
town nearby, isn't there?
There is a town 4-5 hours away by walking.
Well, We stopped in a town to do trading.
That is
There we
true.
go.
You guys
Down.
did stop there to see items.
Yeah, so can we spend our 4 hours there?
Sure.
Cool. Then plan continues forward, unabated.
And what is this plan?
Scientology. The Church of the Flying
Scientology.
Ship.
Church of the Flight. Thank you, Sabo. Very. What is this you ask? Well, you see, I'm glad you've asked.
Like the natives on that one island that worship planes.
Yeah. Cargo cult.
This is the plan.
Well, that's a plan.
Yay,
Speech.
Nazis?
The plan is. I just thought of the first speech that I could think of, and it was Star Wars.
It was a Star Wars Nazi
Speech felt
speech,
to a lot
yes.
of people. Yeah, in hindsight, that wasn't the best reference. Also, wow,
No,
I don't think I
think
realized
it's
when I was
entirely
like.
accurate.
Also, just a brief aside, it's been a while since I've watched The Force Awakens. It's been a while. They mean, yeah, of course they meant for it to have theme, but wow, I don't think I noticed that when I was 14. Jesus Christ. Well, thank God Bonford's not here. Okay. No, but really, I'm gonna see if I can organize a speech in a public space and fame plus 20 and spending resources and making that a good speech so we can each get like. How many spaces are there in the ship, by the way? Because we lost a lot of people, right?
There is 7 empty beds.
Yeah, so to see if we can each get like 3 or 2 followers.
We only lost 2 people.
Yeah, but I think we had that empty space.
Not a lot.
Well, you guys lost 3, and there was also the, what's it called, the 4 mages that you temporarily hired.
Alright.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can give a big speech to start setting up the potential for a church in the future, and also get us each like 2 apprentices. There's got to be 4 people in this town that are willing to. Scientology.
Okay, do you have a speech?
I don't. Fuck what? Kevin, help.
So I believe what Nia is trying to go for here is a speech to introduce the 2 of us as gods to the public. Let them know what kind of goals that we have.
I have a decent
and-
idea of the dot points for it. I just want to hear it.
Okay, that's fair.
I want to hear this without sounding like a cartoon villain. Or Maui.
But why is not? But why not sound like a cartoon villain? Don't you want a few goons, Kevin?
No,
How do you make it sound quote unquote good that 2 gods walk
Perhaps
into
we
a
should
town
rename the ship the
and put on
Shipinator.
a speech about trying to recruit people to their church and pick up 2 followers?
Sorry, say that again, James.
I'm just not sure how you word that comes across in a
Okay.
better way.
So what do you know
the
about the
answer
U.S.
is
Army?
very carefully.
Yeah. So let me hear it. I'm certain that you guys are going to get the followers based on the amount of resources you're burning on the roll. I just want to hear it.
I mean, Shade did his speech, so it's only fair.
Okay, without going into specific wording, because
Yes, go into specific word.
Yeah.
No, I'm judging every word of this.
What do I gain by being this thorough about it? I don't think Shade had to go to do the speech word by word.
Yeah.
I made Shay say every word of it.
You
Did you?
didn't have to make me. Did the speech when I was doing it.
Haven't helped.
I've also made Nathan say every word of it. Heck, I even made Archo say every word of it, and he wasn't even trying to become a god.
Ah,
So my strategy to weasel my way out of this is not working. And I don't
It's
think I have any
really
bones to
not.
spontaneously break. So oof. Those are my two strategies to get out of this. What? Ah, fuck it, we ball. So Kevin, did we settle for? I believe we did settle for the domains, right? At least vaguely.
Yes, yes. And
Neat.
let me just. That's the message point we came up with.
Coolio.
And then you said you were going to speechify it.
Yeah. So I hate playing a charisma character.
Playing a wisdom character.
Yeah, but specialize in enchantment. Remember? Okay. I guess. How?
So
No,
let
not
me
even.
let me
How
just give.
known are we in this place?
Well, they don't know your faces. They know your names. They don't
Cool.
know that you guys are who you claim to be.
So
I think that can-
Nia, here, let me give you some dot points that you can reword and go for. How's that sound?
I can think of the dot point. It's just awkward to be put in the spot.
Okay.
you literally were planning to do this from before the session.
Yes, I did not think I was gonna have to do it word by. Okay.
You can choose not to say the words. I'm just going to assume that you come off like Nazis. It's your choice.
It would go, I guess, something like people of, and then insert town name here. It wouldn't. I would likely introduce myself and Kevin first. Well, second after saying gathering the people and saying people of blah blah. Because I think that's a bit important to set the tone of the place.
So introduce us.
I hate you so much, and I'm gonna tear out your spine with a spoon. Okay, so what's the name of the town?
At this point, Connor renamed it Balix.
Connor renamed it?
Yeah,
I likes renaming things.
before it had
Well,
been
Anderson
renamed
renaming the
Ballistics.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot who was the owner of the kingdom before. And I do say owner and not king. That was a deliberate word. Right, so I guess people of Balak.
That's the name of the castle, not the empire.
I just asked you what the name of the town is.
Yes, I gave you the name of the town.
You said it was ballistics, right?
That's what it used to be called.
Okay.
Yeah, what's it called now? Could have sworn I just heard Balak.
No, Phalix.
Alex, okay, cool. People of Alex. Good. Okay. My name is Nia. This here's Kevin. Say hi, Kevin.
Hello.
And I was hoping that we could have a moment of your time before we move on. I apologize for the grandiose nature of this impromptu speech, but recent events kind of change our perspective on. For a bit of context, how much time ago has it been since the Yesla thing? James, since we purified the castle, I mean.
About 10 months or so.
Just
I'm
under
gonna get
11, I
it.
think it is. Or about 11.
About 10 or 11 months ago, we came here to this town in the company of two great friends, Sabo and Ilvarius, and a few others, to attempt to purify the curse that has been ingrained in this land. We did so after being ourselves witness to its effects. In our company was a goddess, a woman named Yesla. With the help of this goddess and the friend of and Sabo's quick thinking and all of our efforts, and Kevin's charisma and many other things, we managed to struggle our way through the purification of Castle's curse and free this place and its people from the madness that it caused. In that conflict, our friend, the goddess, came to perish. I believe that James, actually, let me check this before. Would Yesla have died if it meant saving those people? Do you think so?
No.
No?
Nope.
Cool.
Kevin, you think she would have?
I believe
What's that?
Kevin
Nia-
thinks she would have.
Nia does not think that that Yesla would have died for these people. Kevin, however, does think that.
I do not know if she would have chosen to perish if she knew what it would, the freedom it would cause, but at the very least, I know enough to say with certainty that I think she would have preferred to have her death mean something like this, to create the kind of positive change that I hope will come from the freedom from this curse. We have grieved, and we have celebrated the consequences of that day. And I thought that would be that. But it seems, through a few twists of fate, that our friend Yesla has left us both a bit of her divine spark. I looked at Kevin to see if he wants to say something about that before I continue. Because it's like Yesla was his. Did you guys get married?
Nope.
Partner. If
Kevin
he doesn't say
really
anything,
have
then
anything to add.
I struggle myself with what to do about this. It's a strange sort of thing to debate on. Divinity is such a powerful word. And in the aftermath, we were forced to examine the implications of what it means to possess the spark and what would be the ethical and responsible thing for us to do with this. It is a legacy that we believe that we were given, and I hope to believe it was for a reason. It feels almost arrogant to stand before you and proclaim myself such, but above all, I want to take the gift that we've been given from someone who, for better or worse, was always so sure of her path, and make sure something positive comes of it. We want to take this chance to create real change in this, to make people's lives better. I'm not sure if it was fate or coincidence or friend's dying will that bestowed upon us this divine spark, but I believe that it would be irresponsible and almost stupid to let this chance come to pass, where we could carry on the metaphorical torch, help others with whatever this gives us. Kevin and I are different people, though we have been together for a rather long time, as siblings always are. I understand that our paths are different, but in this we are together to come and ask for you, any of you, to please consider helping us, joining us. History has shown that the power of the collective, the power of groups, is the one thing that can actually provoke real change in the world. We managed it here because we were together. We came together as a group, people with different ethics, morals, different origins from different places. And because we were together, working towards a single goal, we managed to save dozens of people, possibly hundreds, from a curse, and thousands more from those people's influence. I believe that there's a future in which we take this spark, we turn it into a blazing torch, and we carry it forward. But, like I just said, the power of the collective trumps an individual every time. My belief alone isn't enough. Kevin's belief alone isn't enough. So I come to implore you to put your faith in us, to believe in what we believe in, even if not in we as individuals. If even a single one of you is willing to put your trust in us, we can carry this torch forward and turn it into a burning blaze. Together. And it may think doesn't mean that. Killing myself in real life.
Okay. So the first half of that speech was probably the worst speech that any of my players have ever given. But that second
Wonderful.
half is substantially better.
Great. That the first half was intended to come across as awkward, and the second half was just me being awkward.
Hmm.
I was like, yeah, Nia's not gonna know what to say exactly, but she's gonna figure it out as she goes. The problem is that Nia figuring out as she goes, it requires me to figure it out as I go, and that's substantially harder.
All right.
And I guess we should probably speak a bit about what we each stand for, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that's Kevin, do you want to take over just to speak of what your half of it?
Sure.
Great. Killing myself.
So Nia and myself have a vision in mind to help out those who have specifically been wronged by this world. We each take a slightly different path forward on that. But the most impact that we can make as individuals would be to help those of you who have seen the wrongs in this world and who have been victims of that. I myself would like to focus on those of you who have had the least fortunate experiences in life, and more specifically, experiences with death, be it yourself or the loved ones and family members around you. I myself have had more than my fair share of experience and want to be a guiding light for those members who have seen death firsthand and come back, to help them through that and help the family members of those who were claimed by death. Go ahead, Nia.
Wherein apologies, this is indeed not my strong suit. For all that I have in the past been a bit of a sweet talker, I've not quite been prepared for this burden. When I came into this world, the first thing I knew was cruelty. Because of how I am, because of how I looked. It's how I was born. People hated me on sight, despite no sin of my own. I was immediately made comfortable with the idea that people undeserving of cruelty might be shown it just because it is the whim of someone else. I hope that together, even if it's just a bit, I hope that I can find someone who wants to step in. That maybe someday, if we manage to form a group strong enough, someone's out somewhere out there is going to stop themselves short of doing something cruel to someone that doesn't deserve it because they know that we'll come after them. I hope that someone somewhere who might be born a certain way and feared for their life because of that, someone who might be related to someone who's done something through no fault of their own and might be condemned for that, might feel just a little bit safer knowing that if something were to be done to them, there will be at least one person out there who would not judge them in first sight. There would be at least one group out there who would step in and say, no, this is not right. I want to be the sort of person that would step in when someone needs to help. I want to be the sort of person that would step in when someone else thinks they get to be cruel. Like the people of Castle, was it Greystone?
Yes, Greystone.
When the people of Castle Greystone, driven by their madness though they were, enacted cruelties upon others. I want to be the sort of person who can inspire someone out there someday when I myself is gone. I am gone, sorry. To take up my torch and keep doing whatever we need to make sure that, at least for a little bit, someone who deserves to feel safe and doesn't get to, someone innocent who's put under things they don't deserve to be put through, feels just a little bit safer. This is a cause I'm willing to die for. And if even one of you is willing to follow this path with me, I think we can do exponentially more together than we could ever do apart. Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make your performance check.
Okay. Sorry. A bit. Also, wouldn't this be diplomacy?
No.
Okay, that's unfortunate. It's not terrible, but my bonus is way lower. With the prep for guidance, be do you allow for? Hold on, give me a second, please. I'd like to check on a ruling. So, we both have mythic levels, even for mythic 0. So, do we have a mythic point?
No.
Because every single basic one, we don't have any. Because every single calling, aside from the divine, has a thing to gain mythic points.
Correct. You're not meant to have them at 0.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. All right. This is going to be base. Convenient. Woman. 2. One. Kevin, are you going to spend that +3 on this?
More than likely.
Cool. Because then I can roll with everything bad. And I'm spending a theme, James.
Okay.
So that's a +20, right?
Correct.
Oh,
Nat 20, let's go!
Beautiful. And I will +3 that. Unless
I
you
did already.
had-
The
Okay, it's already
count
on
plus
there.
3, yeah. I was saving for if we wanted to do the D10, but I don't think it's gonna be necessary at this point.
I think let's not risk it.
Yeah.
can't.
So that's a 73.
Hang on, it might be worth
That's with
using
the
it.
+20.
Why is that?
Well, if you roll a 1, though, the success tier does go down.
Correct, but if you roll a 20, it does go up.
And
Yeah.
if
If
it's
you roll a
already a
10.
crit success based on the number alone, it would be a flat 0. It would be just it would remain a critical success. Is that correct?
It can go higher than a critical success.
Okay.
Can we undo in any way?
No.
Kevin, I'm gonna let you choose if you do this or not.
To be fair,
90% chance.
it's gonna be at least a success.
Yeah.
Even
Kevin,
if
I'm gonna
it's a
choose.
1.
Go for it.
Fuck it. Okay, we ball. You roll.
No, you go for it. This is your
I hate you
performance
so
check.
much. Okay, we ball. 7.
7. That makes
Hey,
it
that
70.
does it.
Plus
That makes it
the
80 because of the 10.
well,
No.
70 plus the success tier move shift.
Do we get the move shift? That's on a 10, right?
Well, yeah, but the nat 20s. Move
Yeah,
shift.
that's plus 10. So it goes for 80.
No, the nat 10 isn't. Sorry, the nat 20 isn't plus 10, it's a category shift.
Oh,
Yeah.
then yeah.
So it's
70
70
plus
plus a
category
category
shift.
shift.
Sorry, what did you say?
Cannot
the
believe that
total
nat
was?
20. 70 plus category shift.
So here's my question: did Nia just make this town leave the nation of Connor and form a theocracy?
I cannot believe this nat 20. And you guys were saying my speech sucked. Probably because it did, but shut up.
I never said a word.
The numbers
I
don't
said
lie.
the first half of the speech sucked.
I'm gonna step away. I'll be right back.
The
Alright.
speech is probably still gonna affect the type of people that go with you. So.
Yep.
Jesus fuck. Stress.
Okay. So the first two people that you were able to recruit,
Cool, first two.
Corain and Hector,
Alright.
they were both murderers inside of Castle Greystone, freed by you both.
Okay.
Yay.
How many
Okay.
people have they murdered since they got out? Is the real question.
Yeah, that is a real question.
They feel invigorated by your speech against people holding things against. Like, they want to. Yeah, honestly. They feel like they've been getting the shit end of things from society. They think they deserve better. They don't think that it is fair for everyone to be so against the people of Greystone after Greystone
so much
lost.
time had passed, and that
Not even
curse
after
is
so much
gone.
time has passed. Now that the curse is gone, they should get to be different people.
That's some
I mean, if they
entitled
haven't-
bastards. Congratulations.
Yeah. I mean, if they haven't murdered anyone, we can work with that.
I mean, they are some of the fallen of society.
Yeah. Fuck it, we ball. I'm all for redemptive justice as long as people aren't racist. In which case, die. Okay, well that worked. Then nat 20.
The other one is a young girl who's been struggling to find any place for herself in this nation.
Okay.
So 3 people?
No, there's 4.
Hey.
Well, there's 3 people.
Hold on,
Sorry,
what?
You lose.
I like where this is going.
I hate where this is going, I'm afraid. Go on, James.
After you're done your speech, you go down to somewhere nice to wait, and then you see a little tear in space open as several hooks pull it open. And then this thing plops out before you.
Okay.
I watched your speech.
Stare. Say that again, James?
I watched your speech.
Thank you. Think?
Are you
like
sure
it?
there's places for people like me?
Of course there are.
Yeah.
I would like to come along.
All right.
Nia sees absolutely nothing wrong with this. Like, unironically.
Yeah. Kevin is totally fine with this.
Okay. Rise up, people of the proletariat. You have nothing to lose but your chains.
I'm Goth. Spelled the same as golf.
Hello,
Greetings.
Goth.
I'm
I'm
Nia.
Kevin.
Do I know what this is? Stupidest creatures?
You've got no clue.
Nia looks at this
Novarius'
creature dead in the
teaching of
eye.
how to identify creatures just isn't working with this thing.
Creature looks this creature dead in the eye and says, okay, are you a he, him? Or are they, them? Or like it? Or like she? What are we doing? Genuine question, by the way. She's asking for the Sphinx pronouns. Or you see, Nia comes with the tutor.
Sorry, that just caused me to facepalm for a minute. Okay, now that I have...
I know.
The creature, without hesitating, says yes.
Nia nods. She can deal with this.
Okay. All of those. This is fine. Makes it
We
easy.
can vary. Wonderful. James, did I at least manage to increase our reputations as deities in the town, aside from outside of the 4 people?
Yes?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I can do this.
This thing moves on its spiked tendrils with you towards the ship.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. And the other 3 are accompanying as well, I assume?
Yes.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Funnily enough, no one else is able to actually perceive this creature.
That's fine.
Including the 3 that are following us.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, that's its choice. Leuven does the same thing.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. This is not uncommon for us.
Yep.
Are we up? All right, we're all gathered together during this whole bit. I'm assuming this is the flashback.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys would be in the speech or just in the ship. That's up to you guys.
One of you would be on the ship while Sabo was out shopping.
Yeah, so probably Nilvar's on the ship. Wonderful. This is a good day.
James, will you send their names into the shippers or one of our player channels or something?
Sure.
Cool. So, was that a critical success, James?
Yes.
Wonderful.
That was actually a C tier critical success, and they start at A.
Hell yeah.
So it was 3 tiers past critical success.
So you only got 3 followers to your religion?
4.
Not like the entire town? Or 4?
James,
No,
is that,
where's the
is-
fourth
is
one?
that what happened?
People believe there was only 4 slots open.
Yeah.
This was a case of first come, first serve.
Well,
Wonderful.
It'll grow over time, right? Are you
No,
ready?
I think what he means is that the churches are growing. Well, the church is growing. There's just not no spots on the ship.
I
I can do
also
this.
assume it means it's partially has to do with our level of divinity, but
I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Yeah.
We don't know that in character either.
nope.
Okay.
So when they make it back to the ship, do I see this thing?
What is your perception skill? Like your passive perception?
Mine is quite a lot.
My perception is plus 34, so I guess I'm sorry, 24. So passive is going to be 34.
Mine is plus 32.
So that's 42. Starbuck,
But
you
does
can
it
see this
exude
thing.
Oh, what is
Does
that?
does it exude a magical aura?
No.
Hey, oh, you can see him. This is Goth.
Hello,
Sorry,
Goth?
Goth. Sorry, Goth.
Goth?
Hi.
How are
Thanks
you?
for joining us.
I am good. How are you?
Okay.
I'm going to become socially acceptable.
Oh,
What are you talking
yeah, that's
to?
nice.
Goth?
Goth.
The creature lets you
Oh.
see it, Nilvarius.
His eyes go wide. Can
This
I
is
take
an
a
Eldritch
roll
Horror.
check? This is an Eldritch Horror. So it's hard for Nilarius to like hide that from his face, but he definitely has a very visceral reaction when he first sees it, and it's like how. And he's a little bit like dumbfounded. I'm assuming they're as awful and crazy as they are in previous editions. Yes.
So, this is an infant Eldritch Horror. Infants are cared
Okay.
for by their parent, in air quotes. Usually, infants go somewhere and then their parent goes there to destroy it to retrieve them.
So child comes first, and then the parent comes right afterwards. Usually.
Usually, yes. Can be decades, can be centuries, but the parent comes and it leaves destruction.
And I can see this thing doesn't have its true name obscured. I can read it, right?
Ooh. You see something above its head, but you cannot read it. It has a true name
Oh.
above its head. It's not obscured. It is impronounceable.
So it's almost like it's a different dialect in true speech, effectively.
It's almost like it's not a word.
Okay. How exactly did you attract the attention of an eldritch horror?
The creature starts crying.
Oh,
I'm just
made him
concerned.
upset. Come on.
I'm just
Don't-
concerned because if what's written is true, they usually the infant comes first, and eventually its mother follows in its wake, leaving destruction. It could take decades, or it could take centuries. It's. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Apparently, I'm wrong. I was wrong about The River of Unmaking, literally unmaking everything.
I'm back.
Ghost, does your mother know that you're here? Or the one that made you know you're here?
The Supreme One. No.
In the rebellion, let's go. That's me, by the way.
I like it here. I want to stay. I like the people.
I'm assuming this thing is also another creature from the realms of madness, yes?
No. Eldritch horrors exist beyond the realms of madness. They are errors.
Eras?
Yes. So, for example, mind flayers, elder brains, those things exist in the realm of madness. These things, though, actual eldritch horrors, they are arid creatures. You're not sure how they came into existence, but they exist. Sometimes they're unique, sometimes there are incountable amounts.
No, Varius, it is not era, it is error.
Error. Oh, okay.
Sorry, American accent.
Yeah, that's fine. I thought I caught that he got that wrong.
I did. You somehow attract this ship seems to attract the most motley crew.
I don't think this has anything to do with the ship. That's all on them.
It is, but it just seems to be a magnet. Even if the magnet are a couple of Celestials recruiting and adopting nearly anything that comes our way.
Do you have a problem with Alex?
I suppose you missed the bit about the general warning that I gave you beforehand.
Which one?
The one about infants are usually go out into the world and eventually their mothers follow, bringing destruction with them.
So I'm taking you're not gonna want to take this one with us.
They have the right to come.
Well,
Mhm.
last time I didn't even try to bring something like this to Elgara. I just had it for a little bit and I almost got erased from existence.
They can erase me then.
It cannot come with us to Goth can, as long as it's probably not to Elgara. I don't think that is wise considering what's happening there.
Please don't leave me behind.
I'm not going to leave you behind.
No.
You two need this is your follower. So if you're going to be taking responsibility for it.
Yeah.
So figure out something else, but Goth cannot come to Elgar, which is fine because neither of you have something important to attend to in Elgara.
Well, as long as they can stay on the ship, he should be fine, right?
Ship is going to Elgara.
No, I mean when we get there.
Yeah, the problem is that it will attract its parent. So the fact that it's staying on the ship doesn't help.
The pit's parent, to be fair, it can take days, it can take decades, it can take centuries. But eventually it will follow. Assuming what he knows is correct, which he said is like maybe, there could be caps in my knowledge. Apparently the river making doesn't unmake divine beings, so there
Well,
could be caps in his knowledge.
regardless of that, this is part of the oath that Sabo took. to not bring harm to Elgara, so Tsaba cannot take this thing to
Yeah.
Elgara.
We can stop before we get there, right?
Well, you need to figure out what you're doing with this thing. Well, with Mr. Goth, who's very nice, and I like him very much, but fortunately I cannot bring him to Elgara. And you should know that. You made that oath too.
I'm not gonna take the thing. Well, not the first of all, they're not a thing. They're a person.
I corrected myself.
I can be both.
Never fucking mind.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna have to study your
Good one,
culture later.
Goth.
Kevin.
Yeah.
There's a big forest around Elgar, right, James?
A little ways away,
The-
yes.
Could we set up like camp there and stop there before we get to Elgar?
what's a safe distance?
Yeah, we just stop at a safe distance and make ourselves a little temporary camp.
I would think a safe distance is at least a month away by ship.
It's fine.
A month away by ship is ocean.
The
Remember,
safest.
where we have, you know what? We could literally stop on our way there because we took like 145 days to get to Elgara, and that's from the town where we're at anyways, right?
Yes.
So it's not that big a deal. We can literally drop off on the way there.
Drop off who and where? We're flying over the ocean to Elgara. Okay.
Oh, is Elgar literally on the coast?
No,
No,
it's on,
I believe
Why?
it's
on the
in the
continent.
middle of the ocean.
But I'm not sure that we want to bring this thing onto the Elgara continent even.
Oh, I think
Because okay, if we do, what then? Who's gonna sit with it in the forest? Are we gonna leave him alone?
I could stay.
Wouldn't you rather stay here then?
I think that would make a little more sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Ghost can be with me. That's fine. You good with that, Ghost?
but I want to go on the ship.
Do you want me to show you around the ship?
I'm not getting to go on the ship, am I?
I'll look to Savo and Nilvarius. Oh, can Ghost go on the ship?
Pretty please, I'll let
Yeah,
you call
but
me a
the-
horror.
Don't want to call you a horror, but
He does.
nothing against. I have nothing against you coming on the ship. I just can't bring you to the next place by going. Because also for your safety. Those people weren't very nice to me when I was in a similar position.
So I'll stay here with Goth, and then we can get Goth on the next ship trip.
Hang on, wasn't your whole speech thing about not conforming to people who refuse you? Who refuse to accept you?
Well, it was their speech.
Well, in this particular case, change takes time. And unfortunately, from what I've gathered,
Oh, I'll come back then. It vanishes. It vanishes a bit like an
Okay, then.
implosion.
okay.
Very well.
Uh, okay.
I wish I could put into words how terrifying that thing that Goth being with us actually is.
That seems fine.
Oh, to be you, Kevin, and not burdened with knowledge.
How accurate that statement is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I didn't know things, because life would be simpler. But I also would have died, probably. I would have died by now.
Oh, come on. I've only died 9 times. You'll be fine.
You're a Celestial. I don't have that luxury.
Babe,
For me, when
you're more careful than I am, so it's fine.
I'm careful, because I'm generally careful with who I keep as company.
But it's just Ghost. Ghost's friendly.
Hello.
Welcome back.
It
Well,
was what I
now
missed.
apparently
Sorry.
we go because we've already skipped ahead and we're already
Yeah,
there.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So
What I missed, sorry?
I basically I just told Goth that change takes time, and they vanished in an implosion, and said they'll come back later. So yeah.
Okay.
So what's the plan?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm confused.
We're just carrying on to going to Algara at this point.
Well, we're carrying on with being an Elgara at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then carrying on with the plan to go to Algara, and then fast forwarding after that's already happened.
Yep. Okay.
Profoundly confused, but hey, we ball. Also, sorry for popping off. Internet went kapoof.
Okay, so in Elgara, after the conversation, what is the plan?
So our boy's staying.
Kevin has to make sure he's at least back for Connor at the 2-year mark now.
Yeah, I would, obviously I can take you back.
Alright. Who else is staying?
Obviously, once
Ruben?
I obviously take them, back, I'll definitely come back to Elgar afterwards, naturally.
Are you going to help Tyrain do some trading during these years?
I mean, I'm not very much of a trader, but obviously if he wants to hop around to different places, then he can.
No, if it's relying on teleport, then he's just going to be staying put in a location and setting up shop there.
He doesn't like teleport?
There's just no real point to it in his eyes.
It's ineffective for quantity.
Let's say he gets a bunch of bags of holding and starts teleporting around like that. Even then, he's not exploring new locations to actually make trade deals that he can actually make profit on the side. It's just more profitable for him to do it, like to set up shop.
Okay, fine. I don't know why it's not profitable to do some transporting, but okay.
Well, because setting up, let's say, the stuff that he's carrying himself is one thing. Paying for ships to go back and forth between those two locations so that he's making direct money on the side is another thing. That's money that he doesn't have to share.
Is he for real going down that route?
What?
We never said that we're going to share the money from things that he didn't participate in.
It's not that he's going down that route, that's how he's been doing things this entire time. You guys just don't know about it.
So he's been taking a cut from adventuring, but then he's also been doing his own thing and not sharing that.
Yes.
And he thinks that's okay.
Wasn't a part of his contract.
Adventuring also wasn't a part of his contract.
That's okay.
Okay. Fine, it just means that he's not going to get any more of that.
Why? You've got no reason to know that. There's no reason for the status quo to change.
Well, it's clearly after 16 years when he comes back and says, yeah, I just made money on the side.
No, he's not
doesn't
telling you
share
guys
it.
that.
Well, it's going to be obvious when he doesn't share any of it, isn't it?
Oh, you're meaning after he... Okay, I get what you're saying now. Okay. So, Novarius, you can take terrain?
Yep.
Okay. How many people can you teleport?
Hold on. Oh, I haven't gotten the next feat yet. So myself plus 4 others.
Okay. And Kevin, you're going as well?
Going back to Flirknivore, yes.
Yep. Okay, and is anyone else?
I don't know. I have to talk to. There's people I want to talk to in Elgar, but I would have done that in like 3 days.
You're gonna have to schedule meetings with people weeks in advance. Everyone is busy working on the city at the moment. Anyone who's magically capable is working on the pipes. And everyone who is crafting capable is now working on the plans.
What about the assassin? My teacher.
Magically capable.
Oh, then guess. Do we have a schedule for when we're going to be back in Elgar?
There currently isn't one.
But we are going to be back, right?
Novarius is going straight back. Kevin doesn't really have plans to return until the time's up.
Novars, do you mind coming back here to get me at some point?
Of course.
Thank you. Then yeah, I guess I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna wait for Novars to come back and get me after when it's convenient for them.
Okay.
So if we discovered if we say for if we discovered how to actually produce Arcanum, would that actually help? Would that actually help at all? If we actually understood its process of actually producing it.
it's basic. So knowing how to produce Arcanum is basically 1/6 of the process that you would need for solidifying this energy.
I was just thinking about no. If I'm just assuming that assume that we did, and we actually had the knowledge, and we could actually produce Arcanum. Would that actually help significantly at all?
It's 1/6 of the work. It is a massive head start.
Because I'm wondering if that might actually be something useful to try and look into. I just don't exactly know where to start. I wonder if this is worthwhile for like a DM question to actually figure that out, where exactly I can do
Okay.
research on it. Because if we learn how to make Arcanum, obviously that helps us in the long run as well.
I mean, sure, it's a good one.
But it also would
Um,
take off a lot of work of what Algar is working on as well.
There's a whole Elgara working on it. If you go by yourself to figure that out, it's not gonna change much.
Well, but if we learn how to make Arcanum and actually like use
Elgar
that
is not
process of
working on
producing,
figuring out how to make Arcanum. They're just trying to redirect it with the
Yeah.
pipes.
that's why I said if I actually figured out how to actually produce it, we can
It
produce
will
the
probably
Arcanum.
speed up the process, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking. I have two DM questions. I feel like that might be worthwhile.
Yeah, even if it doesn't make that big of a difference here, being able to make Arcanum is a useful material.
But it might actually go. But if we can produce it, it would help. It would actually help with them, considering how much time, how much effective downtime we actually have.
might help. In any case, of upgrading the ship's core to Arcanum, does it double or quadruple the output, James? Arcanum, I believe, was the next step after Platinum.
It doubles.
Right. So we will be able to go close to full speed without any gold.
Yeah, you'll be
Okay.
able to go 2/3 full speed without any gold.
So I just need to figure out how the hell I would actually want to, how exactly to phrase this.
Return. Hello. Sort of having to step up all the time. My internet's having some issues, but it's fixed now. Maybe. Novaris, are you using a DM key?
What'd you say?
Are you using a DM question?
Yeah.
Neat.
Okay. So in that case, Nilvaris want to take those two to. Actually, what about Nia's family? Is it 4 others or 4 people, including yourself?
Myself plus 4.
Okay, so you can take both of them as well.
What about the fucking followers? Kevin, yeah, 3 followers, 2 family.
Nia, you picking to take your followers with you or your family?
And Tyrain.
And terrain.
Essentially, that's 2 full trips. If we take Terrain, Kevin, and 2 of the 3 followers, that can be 1 trip. Then Nia can take her family and the last follower on the final trip.
Yep.
Later. That's probably the smart way to do it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. How does this sound as a for a Dean question? What location that I know of that I can teleport to that I can what location that I know that I can teleport to that I can learn the process of making Arcanum?
Shouldn't you mean can I?
Do you? I mean, stupid question. You could just ask, "What's the process for making Arcanum?"
Can I actually ask something
Yeah.
directly?
Yeah,
I think so.
I didn't think I can ask a direct question outright like that.
it is kind of the point of DM questions is that you get the meta knowledge you need.
Oh, okay. But James is kind of silent on it.
Oh, I don't
So that
recommend
makes me
using it
leery.
that way.
Yeah, it is entirely up to James on how he answers these. It would be far easier for Nilvarius the character to ask it that way, but it might not be the answer you want.
That's why I figured it doesn't seem to that you I don't know.
Quantify it with some restrictions, like making Arcanum with on the ship or something, so that it doesn't say go to the fucking Mount Doom and the fires of Sauron and make sure Gollum is there so you can melt him into Arcanum.
Well, that's why I added that up location that I know of that I can
That also
teleport
doesn't
to
help
learn the
too
process.
much.
So what you could ask is something along the lines of, what would be the most efficient way for Nilvarius to learn of the process of making Arcanum? And then that would give
What
you
would be the easiest way for Nilvarius to go about making Arcanum?
either making Arcanum or learning the process to make Arcanum.
Well, depends. But yes.
Either way of those would probably work.
What is the easiest way for Navarius to learn the process of making Arcanum? He could also turn around and say, I don't know. I hate this, but fuck it. It's done, James.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm assuming the Inspire bot isn't working.
No,
it is not.
Not effectively.
it's not necessarily the bot that's not working, it's a server, and because it's supposed to run on Linux, it's not liking the fact that it's being run on Windows at the moment.
It's okay. I just put a note in my player chat.
What is the
Whenever it
easiest way
gets
for
working, I'll
Navarius to
do
learn the process of making Arcanum? Now, I could
Ask
be a
a DM
dick
question.
here and say, from a
Yeah.
teacher.
You could also just say, ask another DM question.
Are you just going to say that from a
No.
teacher? Oh, you are going to be a dick or you aren't?
No.
That's why I didn't. I don't like
No,
At
the
least
gem
not in that
questions are not.
particular way.
I didn't like how vague the question's too vague. I should have been more specific.
Worse, I could say Ornborn good Jägerhund.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll probably teach you for free. It's like it might actually be the best way.
From Morgana Le Fay, the inventor of modern arcanum.
From who?
We're back to Morgana.
Morgana. You want Kevin's compass.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Am I getting that right, James?
Yep.
So what's
We
the flavor
ball.
for me getting that insight?
At some point, you read in one of the books while you were studying about Morgana inventing some arcane substance.
And that is attached to Kevin's compass, right?
And you know that Kevin's compass will take you to Morgana.
This feels dangerous as fuck. Well, I have an idea. It involves using Kevin's compass to pay a visit to Morgana, because I believe she may have been the one to invent Arcanum. Does the compass only teleport one person?
Doesn't teleport at all. It
Doesn't
just tells
teleport at all.
How to get it tells the direction. It's a
Oh.
literal compass. It just points towards Morgana. Or at least her tower, I think.
I am unsure how to proceed.
Go to Morgana. You got 16 years.
I mean, if you need my compass, you can have my compass.
All right. Hopefully, I can get a better idea. I wouldn't suppose I can easily gather information to find out to get better idea where she's at. I don't imagine her whereabouts are very well publicly known, but somewhere to start. All right. I guess I will go searching. May I have your compass, Kevin?
Yep. It's on the ship.
All right. Once we all get to where we need to go, I will go searching.
All right. When you're done, you can rescue me. Then you can come get me. Then, like we talked about.
Yep.
Okay, so first trip is dropping off Kevin and the apprentices. Second trip is Nia and her family.
And +1.
And terrain. No,
Well, yeah,
terrain's
Kevin's
going with
trip has
Kevin.
terrain, and
The
then
other one's
Nia
it.
has the extra follower.
Okay.
Nia, which follower do you want to stay behind with you?
Goth.
No.
No, wait,
Goth's
no.
not-
Goth has to go first.
Do you want the little
Goth
girl, or do you want one of
isn't
the
there.
Both
murderers?
isn't here.
Oh, cool. Then, which one? Do I know which one of them? Like, do they worship just us as a group, or just one or the other? I
They
know
don't
how that works yet.
worship you at all.
Oh, fair enough. Then,
She is 16.
how old is the moment?
Your daughter is about to be 7.
You know, nonetheless, I guess the teenager can stay.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. There's going to be a month between each trip, just because that's how long it's going to take. Actually, Novaris, what level are you?
I'm level 16. I travel
16,
at a
so
rate of
16 days.
1100 miles a day.
Yeah. I'm just talking about how long it takes for you to actually get your long rest for the next batch of people to go. Okay. So 16 days, 32 days. This process. No, he'd have to get
Okay.
back. Oh no, he could just go from there. So 32 days, and you've got both of them there. Well, all of them there.
All right.
And then from Connor's Castle, where would you like to go, Novaris? Just going towards the compass?
Yeah. Did where we met, quote unquote, Alice? Was she somewhat near? I'm assuming she must have been somewhat nearby.
She was in
Use that as a
Ventrix.
Yeah, she was in
so that's probably
Ventrix.
the first place to start, and probably maybe go into Ventrix and see if I can do any sort of like gather information and ask around if anyone knows anything about this Morgana individual, and see if there's anyone knows about some sort of wizarding tower in the local area. I mean, if I go to the council and ask the council, maybe they might have some sort of idea.
Okay, so you gain an audience before the council. Today there is the... Where is today? There. The Mind Flayer, the Kitsune, and the Drow. Okay. So just common three. With them there, what would you like to ask them?
Forgive my intrusion, council. I've been looking around town, looking to gather information. Perhaps one of you might be able to grant me some insight. I'm looking for an individual, a woman by the name of Morgana.
They have a small discussion among themselves, and then the Mind Flayer asks the Celestial.
Oh, the Celestial's there? He said she wasn't there.
No,
No,
that's actual Morgana.
they're asking if you mean the Celestial Morgana.
I suppose she might be. From what I understand, she very well may have been the inventor of Arcanum.
You also would know that it was Alice's apprentice.
She
We
was
definitely know Alice with this.
Alice that we met on the ship was her apprentice.
No, she's the apprentice
Other
of
way around.
Alice the Celestial.
Oh, sorry. Reverse that. She was an apprentice of Alice.
We see.
Has magic regenerated in this area? Is it actually like stable again? Since we've been gone for such a long time already?
After
Almost
this
half a
amount of
year.
time, yeah. Well, I think we've not seen or heard about them since they saved our nation back before the shifting. They were a part of a group of founders.
I understand that she may have had a wizarding tower, or a tower for herself somewhere in the local vicinity. I have a compass that I can use to direct myself to it, but a compass is core for information gathering.
We've not heard of any sightings of them within our lands. If they were here, we imagine we would have heard about such an influential creature.
Do you know where they were before? Where exactly where they might have been before the shifting?
In the Celestial Nation.
The Celestial Nation?
Last I heard, they said
What is that?
they had a city that could fly. You're not sure where that is on the map?
Where was the Celestial Nation relationship to where we are now? According to was before
Substantially
the
north.
shifting.
The compass points southeast.
Well, Compass seems to think that she's southeast from here, but it's something to go on. Thank you.
Of course.
Has everything been okay in the town since all the events that have transpired? Has things stabilized again?
So far things have been going so well.
That's good to hear. All right, I won't take any more of your time.
Safe travels.
I leave.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'm going the limits of my spell to the southeast. Where exactly should that plant me?
In the
With
ocean.
the information I know about the locum in the ocean.
You don't know that it's going to land you there. Your information only goes about half a day's travel southeast.
So I'm in uncharted territory.
Yep.
Okay. If I cast fly on myself before I do the teleport, I'm basically held in stasis, so the spell's still active after the teleportation resolves? Okay, then that's the plan then. Since I know for a fact that the limits of my spell is going to be in the ocean, right?
No, you don't know that it's going to land there, but you know it could land there. If the ocean is at least 50%, it's a 50-50 shot.
Okay. Then I will do that. I will cast fly before I cast teleport, and then I will do that in the direction of the compass.
Okay. And then do you teleport again?
Yeah.
More ocean. Would you like to teleport again?
I'm still heading in the direction of the compass, right?
Yep.
Yep, I do that again.
Okay, more ocean. How many slots do you have for teleport?
I have 3, but I can restore one before I rest, and that and that effectively gives me 4. That gives me effectively 4 slots.
All right.
Do I see an island nearby?
No,
On one of these teleports, no island?
none so far.
Hmm.
Getting close to 600, Nilvarius?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You're getting close to 600, Nilvarius.
To 600? What do you mean?
Making a joke that getting stuck by teleporting into the middle of the ocean is how you died the previous times.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second.
All good. Sabo,
Yes.
what are you doing in Elgara other than helping out?
So I would like to do two things mainly, or I guess there's three things that I would like to be doing.
Alright.
Helping out, continuing kind of my study of Elgaran techniques, which I'm assuming I'm being taught somewhat taught while helping out anyway.
Yes.
I'm working with a crap ton of Elgarans. And continuing so the third thing is, which is now the second thing, since those two are combined, the fusion research, and I guess I'm trying to make use of this very weird energy.
Okay.
If it helps at all in the research, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Then I can just continue with my research, and maybe I can sometimes, have some elves pitch in. But yeah, trying to get that progressing and using some resources around Elgara to help. But that's mostly of what I'm going to be doing these 16 years. I mean, if the elves want to lend me some nice items, because I'm kind of out of items, so it's also very nice, but not actively searching for them right now.
They can lend you +7 tools to use.
Oh, very nice, yes. Only +5.
Okay.
So yeah, that's basically the main things, and I would like to check in from time to time on the partial successes to see if I want to make some active actions.
Alright.
Sorry, just for clarity, I teleported a total of 30,000 miles and I haven't found land.
Well,
Just
you
want to
could
make
have
sure I
went
understand that.
overland. You don't know.
Correct. In those 3 locations that you landed, there was no land around.
What you should ask is the compass still pointing in the same direction after you teleport?
So each time he's been going in the same direction for it. Like, specifically targeting dead on the compass for it.
You know, it's okay, because even if my next teleport doesn't land anywhere, I can cast Planar Palace, and the the door can be anywhere, so I can just put myself up there to actually rest.
Alright.
Wonderful.
Sorry?
I said alright.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I make my last casting, and if I don't find fucking land, then that's what I'm gonna have to do is cast Planar Palace and take some time to rest.
You did carry supplies, right?
I'm sorry?
You did carry supplies.
Supplies?
Eat? Food?
Oh, that's provided by the Planar Palace. I have Tiny Hut, but Tiny Hut needs to actually be like on land for it to form. Planar Palace doesn't care. It just you literally create an extra dimensional demiplane.
You appear over water again.
Okay, then that's exactly what I do. Planar Palace, and then I have to rest.
Okay.
I traveled 40,000 miles. I know for a fact this world is bigger than Earth.
Okay. You gonna spend 16 days resting?
I have no choice. I have to.
Yep. Then after that, are you going back out?
Yep.
And how many times are you teleporting?
I feel like I'm being trolled, but same thing I did before. I wish I could just sending her, but I've never met her.
Okay, so another 40,000 miles?
Yep.
What's funny is you've gone over a shit ton of land. It's just that each time you've landed in water. As you land in the water 4 more times.
Some bullshit, James. Just saying. But I continue the path.
Yep.
How long is each teleport? Is it a
10,000
week
miles.
or a month?
No,
no,
in terms
a
of
week
time,
or a
it's a
month.
week.
Yeah, 10,000 miles, but I'm going 1,100 miles a day.
Ayo.
You land in water, and your compass is spiraling.
Do I? Hey, look around.
Oh, sorry, no, your compass is pointing back the way that you came.
Okay, but this is at the end of the 4th teleport.
Yeah.
Okay, then obviously I'm forced to rest again.
Yeah.
And then when I get back out, I will teleport half that. I will teleport half that distance for my first teleport.
Teleportation binary search.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
choice. Have to.
Yep.
Fucking mind sweep.
Okay. Meanwhile, Sabo. I'm gonna need you to roll some
That's
stuff
me.
for me.
Oh yeah, sure.
So what is your primary research action?
My primary research action is so far you said that my partial success on fusion is with different types of energy input, I can transmute to different types of materials.
Yes.
But what my goal really is to find out which material transformations release energy rather than absorb.
Okay.
Because that's the whole point.
Yeah. But this is to know the equation goes both ways, so you'd just be reversing whatever equation to make a profit.
Yeah. So I would like to be continuing along those lines, but I guess I need to I ideally need to find the transformation that takes 2 materials and turns them into 1, or 1 material into 2, because that's a way we can fuel it, if it makes sense.
Okay.
Like supply them. That's like you supply them into the reaction at appropriate amounts, producing enough energy to both sustain the reaction and siphon from it. If it's just 1 material, it's not clear if the reaction can be sustained.
Okay, can you make me a specific research check? I'll use this one for next period of time.
Yep, and I guess I will, since I'm stuck here for 16 years, is this going to be a lore check?
Whichever is the most specific one, and then I'll see the most specific one that you think you've got to it, and I'll adjust that.
Oh, I'm going to use my obsession to make this as specific as possible. I'm just setting this as my session, so it's going to be my full bonus.
All right, go ahead.
Should I add the +7 from tools?
No.
Okay. Is there any other thing I get from Algara for it?
Elgarian Research Assistance, which just adjusts the DC.
Okay, perfect. I'll just make my roll. Oh, fuck me.
What do you?
Roll
Oh,
what?
that one.
I mean,
You have time.
yeah. The first period doesn't go very well. They need me to roll any more rolls?
No, that one's applying for the first period.
Okay. It's pretty bad.
Okay. Mia. What are you doing?
James, let me check the politics of it. If we make a church outside of the other nation, that'll be war, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna talk to Kevin about that. We need to spend some time investing our faith here, and then we tell them where our church is, where our primary church is gonna be. But to do that, we need to head back to Ventrix, I think it's called.
All right.
And then we go back to Ventrix. How long is it from there from between us without access teleport?
Couple weeks.
Then yeah, so I'm gonna assume that Kevin and I spend a few weeks in the town doing some management, and then we go to the other town with however many people are willing to take the pilgrimage with.
Wait a second. That it's a couple of weeks by ship, not by.
Probably a couple more weeks.
It's 59 days.
Right, so it's a couple of months. That makes more sense.
I'm just so used to you
Month
guys
is
going
2
there
days,
by
right?
ship. A month is 25 days.
We don't have a
No,
ship.
it's a month. No, we have access to normal ships.
Actually, no, it's 52 days. You're not going to the port when you're going straight to the capital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we take a ship there and we go.
Alternatively, if you take a ship for trade, it is 31 days.
Yeah, we do that then.
Okay.
Us and whomever's taking the pilgrimage with us, we both. James, that's after we spend some time in the first town, by the way. Just making
Yep.
sure that's being made clear. Doing all the management stuff and setting myself the symbol and all the other stuff. And all we need is a holy place. I'm also spending that time socializing pretty much. Getting to know everyone that's going to be with us. Time skip sessions are the best.
Okay. So, Kevin, what are you doing?
I'll basically be going along with Nia, doing this together with her.
Okay.
Yep, we go together and do that.
Nilvarius, you rest and then you teleport backwards.
So does my time speed up because I have a feat that that 8 hours gives me a long-term rest. Does that actually speed up the process of me actually regaining slots? I can link the feed if you'd like, so you actually read it.
Give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
Quick AFK one more time.
So, how y'all doing?
All right. I've been here. I've been there.
Literally.
Sorry about that. I
It's
If
pretty
understand.
cool.
Can you link the
if
feed?
Cel- if Cele-
So you prefer
yeah.
reborn?
if Celestia didn't follow like normal rules, we'd all be dead from gravity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to use that once between full rests.
Okay. Regardless, it cuts down the time a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, well, regardless, so after the fourth and final teleport, the compass officially read behind me. So said I take the halfway point of 5,000 miles.
5,000
Cast
miles
again.
actually lands you on land.
Okay, and where does the compass point?
Back the way that you just came from.
Binary search, do it.
Yeah, and I go back 2,500 miles.
Still points back the way that you... still points in that direction.
$12,500.
Yeah.
It's the most logical thing. It's probably what Nelvargus would do.
Yeah.
Still points in that
This is the
direction.
third. This
Well, it's time for a rest.
Yeah. Well, no. This right here is going to be the fourth casting.
Yeah.
How far are you teleporting?
625?
Yeah, sure. 625.
It's the way.
It points back the way you just came from.
All right. Planar Palace. Rest again.
Okay.
Have you considered just walking from this point?
Well, it's up
Yeah.
to 3.
I'm
Well,
Am I over the ocean again?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. But we're down. We're down to 625 miles. We'll get there eventually.
Okay. Kevin and Nia.
Yes.
In Ventrix, what are you doing?
I'm gonna set a meeting up with Melise.
Alright.
Kevin's gonna come. Kevin, by the way, Mia told you that they messaged Melise for support and patronage, and she wants to make this a business relationship thing. So we're gonna have to do some negotiating.
Okay.
Neat.
Which is why we're also going here in the first place, to make sure it's not a betrayal of interest kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. That works.
Also, because she suspects that the nation laid claim to us in a position that if we set place somewhere else without setting place here first, they would just go to war wherever it is. And I don't want them to go to war with Connor.
That's fair.
how would they go to war?
Because they own us.
Don't?
No?
They do.
What?
Politically speaking, they own us. James, back me up here.
She's right.
These people operate under the threat of coercion almost at any point. If we set up place literally anywhere else, they are going to go to war. The carrot is the money, the stick is this. Trust me. I know it sucks, but it is what it is.
Fair enough.
They've invested enough resources in you guys that it is like letting a nuke leave your nation and go to someone else's.
What
Yeah.
did they invest in us?
Sorry,
The
which
money,
location
the
is this?
deals, the political, letting you guys have that town. Cleaning up after your messes.
Not persecuting us to the full extent of all of their laws.
Listen, I'm not saying I like it either, nor that I think it's fair, but it is what it is, and we have to deal with it.
Yeah.
We can, if we want to sit together and figure out a path forward after this, we can do that. But for now, we have to deal with what it is.
So, as long as Nia explained it, Kevin wouldn't question that, and so that's fine.
Nia does explain that.
Yeah.
She
that's
seems
fine.
very upset about that, but you know how she is.
Yeah.
So she is in town at the moment,
Cool.
and she is happy to have a meeting with you. You will call to
Wonderful.
her dojo.
Oh, she has a dojo?
Yeah. We go there. We have been there once before, actually.
Is it a traditional dojo, James?
Well, it's very Chinese.
And Nia's enjoying the fuck out of this.
She enters through one of the
Alright,
doors.
let's go greet her.
Welcome.
Hello.
Are you here to negotiate in person now?
Yes. Apologies for taking so long. We had an important duty that we could not
I
attend
had
to.
no rush.
Thank
Let's
you.
get down to business.
And
What have
defeat
you got to
Hans.
offer?
She does say that out loud, by the way.
What have you got to offer?
Right. James, did I have time to make some sort of check to recognize what I could put on the table here? You had time to think about that. But that was very...
Please don't make me play your character.
To avoid. Come on.
No, just I don't know. Here? Can I tell more or less what she might be interested in, given the little bit she is let through, at least?
She is the one that you have the least to offer out of all of the council members.
Yep. I can tell that she's cunning.
She doesn't care for the political bullshit. She doesn't care for really anything that you could offer her that even I can think of.
Political. And Kevin, how do you feel? How do you feel about mutual protection thing?
That's probably fine.
Yeah. So the first thing she puts in the table is the idea of mutual protection. Fight for one another. Her profile of this person is limited, but she seems like a rather cunning, but also kind of no bullshit type of person that doesn't have a lot of patience for shit, except
Okay.
for
What?
business shit.
How does accepting this not end up with me covering your ass for the next foreseeable future against everyone else?
Sorry, can you repeat her question again?
How does this mutual protection end up as actually mutual?
Okay, how do? First, it is not illegal to start a religion, correct?
Correct?
We are and again, this is not meant as coercive in any way. We are going to do this anyway. Like that is understood, correct?
Sure, let's say that you can do this anyway.
But this. When you have, let's say this, a church isn't a business, and a group of this sort isn't exactly a business. To put it in business terms, do we have a concept in this town of shares?
Nope.
Okay. Nick, girly. They explain shares to someone.
Remember, this society doesn't pay people, it just gives them what they need.
Yeah, I know. I need to. Like, this is the way I think Nia would explain it.
So, just filming in Nia, what are we looking to gain from Melee's here?
Essentially, we want some sort of, like, we want pretty much. I don't think if we. Oh, God. Do we need a lot of economical support?
Yes.
We currently have 0, so yes.
Okay, well, they're AFK, Nilvaris. You finish your rest?
Yep.
And then you're teleporting again? How far are you teleporting?
Well, I last
312.5 miles.
Yes.
Okay, it's now back the way you just came from.
Okay.
156.25.
156 miles after that.
Okay, now back the way you came.
Walk, please, for
I'm
the
not.
love of
Am I
God.
even?
You
Am
one
I even
more.
on? Am I even on land right now?
No, you're on water.
Yeah, okay, got it.
78. Do it.
Yeah, 78.
Okay, it's back the way you came.
Now you can walk.
39.
You're still on water.
Remember,
Wait,
Novarius,
it's in the water.
You're
Okay.
in water
still in
both
water.
places, and it's okay. So you're between it.
All right, 39.
remember that.
That's my fourth teleport, and then another rest.
Okay, you teleport. You're still on water. It's back the other way.
We're getting closer. At the very least, this is my fourth rest. So this is an 8-hour rest. So I get back up much quicker this time around.
Okay. Then are you
We'll
teleporting
just do some
again?
gentle. We'll do some gentle. I'll do some gentle rounding, and I can actually use a lower level teleport for this.
All right.
I don't have to. I don't have to burn. I don't actually have to burn my 8th level spell slots for this. I could just burn 7ths. So I will go ahead and I'll do 20.
It's back the other way.
10.
It's back the other way.
Can I remind you that?
I can't see it right now. The 10 miles is well within.
Correct.
Well, I can't.
Can I remind you that you just heard that they had a fucking flying city?
Yeah.
Well, you
Assuming that's
want to find where it is before you teleport into the air, okay?
Well, yeah, but like you could not see it.
All right. Here you go, James. 5.
Okay, it's back the other way.
This is within swimming range.
It's back the other way.
This is within sight range. You can see well past 5 miles.
What's your perception?
Clouds.
Huh?
What's your perception skill?
It's 24. The natural,
Okay.
I can plus 24. So obviously passive, it's 34. Like you can you can see much
You
further.
can see
You can
6.8 miles.
but I can't see it from where I'm currently at. Yeah.
Correct.
Teleport 7 miles. That's gonna put it within the. It's gonna put it in that range between 10 to 7. So this next teleport, I should be
Wait,
able
why
to
is
see it
7?
No, you should be like
Because-
2.5.
5. Yeah, 2.5.
because I can see how many miles you said, James?
No,
6.
I can see 6 miles. My last teleport beforehand was 10 miles, and I couldn't.
No,
see
the
it
it.
was
last one was
5.
10
5.
miles
You
and I
did
could-
5.
Well, but the one before that was 10, and I couldn't see it, and it had me
and you
bounce
went back 5, so now it's
It's somewhere in
between
that 5-mile gap
yeah.
between those two.
the 5-mile gap.
But that's why I said if I put 7, it's gonna
Oh,
put me in
if
the
you
middle.
put 7,
Well,
it's
You're
not
going
gonna
too
work.
far.
That's
Okay,
not how
fine.
binary
Right.
search works.
All right, fine then. Fuck it. Well, fuck it. Whatever. 2.5 miles, James.
Okay.
Fucking dick.
It's back the other way.
No, I should be able to see. I should be able to see it. This is bullshit.
Unless it's in
Well,
the
the
air.
That's
Or
what I'm
invisible.
saying.
Or hear me out.
Or
Underground.
underwater. Yeah.
Well, shouldn't it spin? Does it turn any other direction, James?
Only if you're directly on top of it.
Just swim. It's 1.5 miles. Jesus.
It's somewhere within a 2.5 mile range on the X and Y axis.
Well, yeah.
You
Alright,
just
am
need
I
to
on
find
land?
out the Z axis. Nope, you're over water.
Okay, well, let's continue. Fucking, I'll rest again. Continue the next person.
Okay.
Cool.
So, Kevin and Nia.
All right. So
So let's be honest. We are going to need some help to actually pull this off.
Well, yes,
So
of
you're
course.
saying that in character or out of character?
That's in character.
There is no way that this happens without at least one member of the council supporting it.
Yeah.
Heavens forbid you get one of them against you.
That would be inconvenient.
It would put an
Say
end
the
to
least.
this.
So, what can we do for you to help gain your support? You would know more of what you're after than we would.
My mother.
Which is Alice.
That's good. That's Alyssa's child, right?
This character is Alyssa's grandchild. The mother is Alyssa's
Yeah,
child.
so she's talking about...
Yep.
Yeah, okay. What about them?
I want you to bring them to justice.
Justice for what?
They killed my uncle. They ruined my family. They're the reason I have had to go to this socialist nation, she uses air
You know-
quotes.
Holy shit, you know socialism?
I was raised by the child of a Celestial.
Huh.
Technically, if you count my father, I am a child of a Celestial, but let's not get into that.
Okay.
I want her captured or killed. I want her soul captured, if you have to kill her. And I want it or her brought to me.
Well,
You
getting
do
going
this
after
for
a
me?
murderer is not...
You've got all of my support.
And what would you have? What would you do with your mother if we brought her here?
I will make her pay. I will make her experience every ounce of pain that I have felt, that she has put me through. She will be destroyed, but not immediately. She will suffer. She will agonize. She will regret it most of all. And then it will be over. Then both she and I will be free of this.
Why not just kill her? Torturing will do nothing.
It will be therapeutic.
Hey, Kevin, do you have a theme?
No.
Fuck.
I can understand that your mother has hurt you in ways that I cannot imagine. But are you certain that this is the way you want to handle this? I don't think that it would be helpful.
Tell you what, if you can bring her here alive, I might reconsider.
Okay.
If you bring her here as a soul, then at least I'll have that.
I do not wish to help you fuel your wrath and your revenge. But if you are truly open to reconsidering, then I can lend you my aid in this.
Good.
Nia, what are your thoughts?
I cannot condone torture, but if this person has murdered your uncle, they deserve to be brought to justice. That is that. I cannot condone torture in any circumstance. But if you're willing, truly willing, to simply punish her to the extent of the law, or even if that means execution, that is. Insofar as there's no cruel fate involved, frankly, they deserve what's coming. And if you're truly willing to reconsider, then as you take a risk on us, so should we take a risk on you?
And what if I do decide to just kill her?
To just kill her?
Yep.
Thumbs up.
And what if I decide to make sure she never exists again?
I'm gonna be honest, James. I have talked to you about Nia's thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she has any problem with that.
No, but
I
Kevin
don't
has
think
a
she can-
problem with both of those options.
Nia does not consider this a cruel fate. That's just death plus. She will just shrug. Insofar as there's no torture,
Trying to use one wrongdoing to heal the wounds of another will not help this situation.
And if I'm not looking to help this situation?
Are you not looking for closure for yourself? Is that not the situation that you are trying to get help for?
You can call it closure if you want. That's what my grandmother would have called it.
I will not encourage violence. And should we bring your mother here and you decide to act out in violence against them, I will attempt to intervene.
insofar as it is not torture, I will not.
And if I just don't have either of you present?
knowing what I do now, it would be irresponsible of me to leave them alone with you.
Okay, so
Without
you are making this
your
not my
guarantee.
choice.
Without your guarantee that you will not make this situation worse. I just want you to realize that in the same way that you are telling us your mother tore apart your family with her actions, you would be committing a very similar action against a family member. Is that what you want? Would that not make you the same as her?
No, it wouldn't make me the same as her. Acting out of vengeance and acting out of malice are two different things.
That is true.
Now, will you let me make my choice, or will you force a choice upon me?
It's not my place to tell you what to do. I don't encourage it.
Then will you stop me from making my choice?
If I am aware and I am present, I will try.
Then I think you're going to need to find another member of the council to talk to.
Alright, I understand.
I do not wish to be difficult on this, but
We all have our limits.
I will not go against the way that I am for this.
So be it.
Before we go, this is a dojo, yes?
Yes, it is.
I understand you're likely much stronger than I, but would you like to spar?
No.
Fair enough. Thanks for your time.
She leaves you to go.
Bye-bye. And I guess we go.
Where are you going to
Alright.
next?
Kevin, I chose first, you choose second, go. This is the way.
Oh, who would be the next best one? James, it's the Mind Flayer, the Drow, the Celestial, Melees that we just talked to, and what's the fifth one?
The Kitsune?
Oh yes, Linzel.
I don't think this show is the best idea.
No, I just don't think he would care.
Precisely. Though he might just throw money at us for shits and giggles. That's not something I want to do.
No. Honestly, Linzel might just find this just amusing enough to support it.
You know what? Fuck it, Weeball. It's you. I pick first, you choose second. This is the way. Binary teleportation. Council mode.
She would also probably seek to get the most personal gain out of this, so I don't know. But if she finds it amusing enough, she might just do it.
Fuck it, we ball.
Sure, we'll try Linzel.
Okay. You go to the kitsune. So you get to the kitsune's place.
All right. So we'll knock on the door or whatever.
Yep. You are listened by a butler, and this place looks incredibly mundane.
That's okay.
You're led into a main room. There's a nice little flower pot.
Ooh, I'm gonna watch it for a second before going. Flowers are nice.
It's just regular flowers. And then the kitsune enters. Okay. What would you like to say to them?
Kevin, go.
They just
I don't
stand
think
there
my-
for a moment waiting for you to say something.
Yeah. Hello again, Linzel.
Hello, they say backwards.
So Nia and I have come to the realization that if we want our endeavors as deities to succeed, we are going to need some help. And I wanted to see if you would be at all willing to support us in this.
Why?
Because a member of the council's support would help us immensely.
Why?
Because, to put it plainly, we have zero economic support and we will need it. And we currently do not have a
Why?
clear path forward of gaining it.
Does she have telepathy?
Not that you know of.
Because Nia just thought very loudly for shits and giggles. She's resisting the urge to say it out loud.
Because we both know that this will not be easy.
Okay, so you're telling me that, and she's saying all of this backwards, and probably word by word, quite slowly, so that you actually have time to pick this up. So you're telling me that over your
hold on.
entire time as
I'd like to interrupt
adventurers
her for a second
exploring...
before...
She doesn't let you interrupt her, she just keeps talking.
No, I'd interrupt you.
Okay.
She's saying this in common but backwards, right?
In human, backwards, yes.
Yeah. So, the Kitsune language itself, is it backwards?
That's part of it, yes.
So if she spoke in Kitsune, I could not understand it, even with my gift. My blessing, sorry.
Your blessing can't let you speak any other secret languages.
Okay. Alright, go on.
So you're telling me that even after all of this time as adventurers traveling around selling things and trading for most of your lives, you do not have any assets to your name. And you want me to go into business with such capable
I like the irony, yes.
entrepreneurs.
We do have some small income from trading ventures that we have conducted on the ship. But we will need more than we have. I understand that it does not look like a great idea to you. But since when have any of us ever looked like a good idea to you?
I want 5 blank favors.
Very fey. Not saying that out loud, but it's me.
You say to the Fae.
I'm saying that to you.
He said what he said. What do you mean blank favors?
I mean, I will ask you for 5 things, and it'll be anything that I want, and you will grant them to me, no questions asked. I will be reasonable, of course.
Kevin looked to Nia.
Alright.
Having no idea what this means, like at all.
But bluntly, she could ask quite literally anything of you, and you would be bound to fulfill it.
And could you define what you mean by you would be reasonable? Because I have some concerns.
What's your oath, little paladin, and I will not break it.
I'll tell you in
Oh, that's
exchange for a
basically
favor.
fuck all she can do.
What was that, Kevin?
I'll tell you as the first favor.
Fine, but there'll be 6.
Oh, that's not very nice. It's worth a try. So long as you do not make a request that goes against my oaths. I don't see much of a problem there. Nia, what do you think?
Is that something you're comfortable taking on? She looks concerned for you, Kevin. Generally speaking, this sort of dynamic would require trust, so I understand where you're coming from. It's a rather big commitment.
What's your oath, big man? She says, not having grinned once this entire time.
That's almost concerning. I don't know if
What
I like
is?
that. Yeah, no, usually she would be grinning like a Mad Hatter right now. If I tell you my oaths, you will not break them and you will ask for 5 favors at some point. Correct?
Yes.
And in exchange, you will help us with building our churches.
Yes. And to clarify, this is 5 each.
Oh? 10 total?
Well, yes, but only 5 from each of you.
How about 5 from the both of us?
How
Not
about
breaking
no?
either of our oaths, of course.
You have oaths.
Yes?
Okay, well, you two are thinking about that. Novarius.
All right. I had a little bit of time to